You mentioned Christian Watson, and going back, I don't know who's been more frustrating because he's had some flashes of brilliance, but injuries, hamstring injuries. He had some other injuries. He had a chest injury in there, also a concussion in his rookie year, but missed 3 games in 2022, missed 8 games last year. But when he had that 8-game chunk in his last 3 games before he got hurt last year, he had 4 touchdowns. So we know this is an explosive player. Hamstring injuries are such a problem, but and he talked about like doing a body scan and to kind of find the genesis of these injuries and how to attack them properly. Can you share a little bit about what that's like?
No, I don't know what it means to get a full body scan and find the genesis of all your injuries. I think the issue with Christian Watson is the hamstring. Obviously, it takes a lot to get a I mean, I have a football player that I'm seeing now who it took a lot of dialing in. It took dialing in his diet, dialing in his hydration, dialing in his workloads, dialing in what he's doing outside of just ball and his training, dialing in the mental aspect, dialing in the consistency. It takes a lot of work to get hamstring soft tissue specifically to get cleaned up. And sometimes you do everything right and it doesn't work out. I don't know if Christian Watson is putting in the work probably that he needs to really put these hamstring issues to rest. But the bottom line is we just haven't seen him do it yet. I get, man, I was on the Will Fuller train for a few years, and I was adamant that it made no sense that Will Fuller continue to get injured. And I stand by, there was no reason that Will Fuller should have continued to get injured as often as he did. I gave Will Fuller plenty of chances. I can understand if you want to move away from Christian Watson, but at wide receiver 46, knowing the playmaking ability that he has, knowing his sort of freak athleticism, this is a situation where I'm probably going to be back in on Christian Watson at the right slot. I know I started this whole conversation off by like sounding like I wasn't going to be, but I just I'm looking at that ADP and I just think to myself, damn, that's hard to pass up. And, as Scott Barrett would say, upside wins championships, variance wins championships. You don't play for first and second. I know if you want to go to bed at night and sleep nicely and not worry about your fantasy team and tweaking lineups, then go for it. But, I play to win, and that's my style. If that's not your style, I get it. But Christian Watson's going into his 3rd year. Maybe in his 3rd year, 3rd time's the charm. They get something figured out. The medical staff gets him on board with a specific plan and routine, and he can stay healthy and have a full season and continue to take the tops off of defenses, making big plays. But I understand if you don't want to go Christian Watson, but I would love to have him as my wide receiver 3 flex. I would love to have him there.
7th round. I mean, he's going off at pick 84 right now. 7th round. I mean, even if you go with a hero RB build, he's maybe your 4th wide receiver you're taking at that point. I'll take that shot in a best ball draft. I'll take that shot in redraft. This guy is talented. He's got a great quarterback throwing to him. I know it's a very crowded, very talented wide receiver room, but I mean, this guy may be the most talented and is the fastest one of the 4 wide receivers that are in that group. So again, and you talked about Will Fuller. I think it was 2020. He made a concerted effort to get himself right. And he was having a great season when, unfortunately, he got popped for PEDs. So, but again, he had really made a concerted effort to get his hamstring issues taken care of, and he was having a good season. Maybe this is what's happening. I'm taking that chance with Christian Watson. So I'm very wheels up on this offense. I think Jordan Love is going too late in best ball drafts. He's going like in the 7th, 8th round. If you're waiting on quarterback, I think he's one of the perfect ones to wait for, even if you're going in a quarterback platoon. But I think he's going to be a really good one. And Christian Watson's going to be a very good reason for him being good. So